All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. Pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well, including you women, to the dead in Yahweh Shai also. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel, of course, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Okay? So, something I like to do as a hobby from time to time, when I get the time to do so, when I have the ability to do so, I like to get into video games, right? So this new video game had just came out, and the name of it is called Cyberpunk 2077. And I wasn't really considering on getting this game, but the reason why I'm getting this game, or the reason why I got this game, is because I was thinking to myself, the times we're in, seeing the worlds and the global pandemic, and seeing the concept of the game from the surface seems to be based around some kind of futuristic world where they're trying to basically mesh man with machine. Now, I believe the scientific word that Yeehaw had came up with was transhumanism. So this game gets into a lot of transhumanism. It gets into a lot of Yeehaw's wet dream in terms of what they want to do here in these times that we're in. They literally want to make man like robots. Now, this world, which takes place about 50 years from now, everything is basically digital transaction. Okay? People can hack your information. Okay? Your information can pop up based off of somebody's eye having an implant and seeing who they are, seeing their information. So going into that transhumanism, and I believe it was Elon Musk, I believe is how you say his name. He had said that basically man must merge with machine if man wants to remain relevant. Because they are saying, hey, this time we're in, everything's going digital. And if man doesn't keep up with machine, man is going to basically become ancient and played out. Okay? So within this game, Cyberpunk 2077, you can basically see, under it all, they're pushing the bark of the beast, man. All right? That's what it's going into. And not only that, they're promoting sodomy, homosexuality. Now, during the game, I was going to do a mission, and as I was walking away from this access point to this mission, it showed this big buff-looking Issacharite dude wearing Daisy Dukes, man, with tattoos on his body, and on the guy's chest it said Savage. And then right up the street from that, there was like a staged building where you're outside and you can see a person dancing as if they were on stage inside of a building, but it was outside of a building. And it was a damn dude, man, basically twerking. Okay? Now within this game, it's showing you the world that they are trying to build here in Babylon. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not going to allow Esau to get that far with his wet dream. Because that's exactly what this game is about. It's basically Esau's wet dream and what he wants to do. But they're never going to be able to fully fulfill it. And I believe it took them about 6 to 7 years to make this game. So the elites were all the way behind this. They were backing this for the times that we're in now. This is Jude chapter 1 and verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So this game is promoting sodomy. And within this game, it's showing you a world that's worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, because now everything has been digitalized. Everybody has been implanted. They have all sorts of different implants in their bodies. Okay, all sorts of different miracles are being performed. Somebody may have lost their eyesight, but their eyes have been replaced with some binocular looking eyes or whatnot. Or they might have a leg missing, so their leg has been replaced with some kind of robotic looking leg that can do even more than the leg that they lost. So within this game, they're showing you the world that Esau wants, okay? Showing you the world of anarchy, martial law, basically. Even the police on that game have been militarized, all right? Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. So this game got men in there looking like women, okay? Got some homosexualized men in that game, and that can draw certain weak men who all they do is think about sex, become a damn homosexual, okay? Because of the agenda that Esau's trying to push through Hollywood, through these video games, all right? Through school. All avenues, we are under attack. Hearing this truth, we're under spiritual attack every day, man. Okay? Giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So the people who want to live like what this game promotes, they're going to suffer in eternal fire. Basically, that game is showing you everybody who took the mark of the beast. Even the character that you're playing with, he's down with the system. He's within the system. All right? So again, the game is called Cyberpunk 2077. All right? I'm going to go to Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. So within this game, Cyberpunk 2077, it's showing you a vision of what Esau wants to do. It's totally a city of confusion, man. Okay? Now, when you look at it from the aspects of a person who plays video games, yeah, it can be a game that a person who likes video games can get into. But when I play these video games, I can still see the spiritual side to it. Okay, I can think spiritually, and it makes me think of the scriptures when I look at some of these video games, whether it be spiritual powers, whether it be the New World Order, whether it be the Mark of the Beast. Okay? The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine, okay? And that's twofold, because wine going into this truth. There's going to be a crying for this truth. But there's also going to be a crying for actual wine, because there's going to be a famine. And the scriptures tell you how wine gladdens the heart. People are going to be looking for mirth. They're going to want to drink away their problems, and there's not going to be any wine, okay? Just like right now, a wine that I like to drink, it's fairly a sweet wine, but it's one of my favorite sweet wines. It's called Stella Black. Now, every time I try to get them here, as of late, they're talking about, oh, well, we're out, we don't know when we're going to get more. Something about being back in Italy where they make this product. Something's going on out there based off of this pandemic. So there's going to be a crying for actual wine, man. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Okay? So again, the scriptures also tell you how wine gladdens the heart, how wine can bring mirth. So not only are people going to be looking for this truth, they're going to be crying to actually have a drink if they're a type of person who drink. Or they might even be a person who don't drink, and that day they're going to want to have something to drink because they're going to be catching so much hell, man. And there ain't going to be no drink, okay, for these people out here. Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. So like I said, man, in this game, you had a dude just straight up looking like a hardcore Jake in terms of how his body was built, had tattoos, even had the word savage on his chest, which our people love to call themselves savages. But the damn guy had some damn Daisy Dukes on, man. With some, I believe he may have even had some open-toe shoes on, man. I don't remember that. But just total madness, man. just madness. Bugged out. That's why the city of confusion has to be broken down. And Esau is trying to show you his vision through these video games, through these movies, and really all this technology comes from up high, man. Okay? Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God. Okay? So that's straightforward. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. But this game is basically showing you freedom of choice, so to speak. If you want to make your character look androgynous, which basically that just means both natures of masculine and femininity mixed together within a person. So an example, you might see a man, but he looks like he can pass for a woman. Okay, he would be considered androgynous. John 14 and 12, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So Esau, he sees these prophecies, and Esau wants to be like the Most High. Esau wants to be like the Most High and his son, Yahweh and Yahushai. So they'll try to come up with technology to try to enhance man's nature, to increase your eyesight, increase your speed, okay, to be able to open a door without needing to turn a handle. Well, all of these things are being promoted within the Bark of the Beast, and basically this game is just a promotion of the Bark of the Beast. And now that they've just now released it, going into the times that we're in, it's showing you, man, all this was planned. Esau does things in order, man. Although Yeehaw's bugged out, he does things in a particular order, although he's out of order. All right? So they want to be like the Most High and try to push false miracles through this what should I call it? Basically, just to keep it simple, they want to put a chip in you. And they're trying to show you through this game that, hey, everything's all good. Imagine being this person who has all these different chips implanted in their body. Imagine being able to do the things this person can do, how cool that would be. There's going to be people who fall for the okie doke, man. They're not even going to just play the game and say, oh, yeah, it's just a video game. Ain't no way in hell I'm doing that. There's going to actually be people who play that game and get inspired like, oh, man, if this was actually realistic, if this was real life, I'd be so down to get a chip implanted in me, man. This is nice, you know? So Esau uses false miracles, all right? Because Esau wants to be like the Most High. He sees that the elect's going to get that power, but he wants to try to draw people away from the Lord. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. So again, this is another scripture that Esau tries to carbon copy. He's trying to change man by meshing man with machine to make man a part of the beast system, to where when a camera, when a camera sets its visual on you, all your information will appear. Your date of birth, where you were born, your criminal history, your bank account information. This is the world that Yeehaw wants to set up, okay? And this game is a perfect example showing you what Yeehaw wants. Now, I don't know if any brothers who watch my videos get into games from time to time when they get the chance, but if you do play video games and you have the time and you can afford it, play a game or even look up videos on a game called Cyberpunk 2077. All right. Basically, that's a whole society of everybody who took the chip. But in this society, it's a fairy tale society because it takes place in 2077, which is what, nearly 50 years from now. And that's not going to be here. That's not existent. All right. The kingdom of heaven is coming long before that. Okay. 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. In a moment, in a twinkling of an eye at the last trump, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall raise incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. And that's another thing Esau's searching for. He's searching for ways through transhumanism, through merging man with machine, how to come up with immortality, which is still something they haven't achieved yet. But they might come up with some false information and try to deceive people and say, hey, if you take this chip, it can add an extra 20 years to your life. If you take this chip, it can add an extra 50 years to your life. All you got to do is take the chip and you'll be all right. It's not as bad as what people see or what people made it seem. All those people that you seen die because of it, they didn't die because they were telling the truth. They were dying because they were going against our safety. We're trying to keep everyone safe, and they're hindering what we're trying to do, which is keep everyone safe. They're going to do all sorts of ways. They're going to use all sorts of ways to lie to people, to get people to take that chip. Long story short. So Esau wants to change people. All they do is see these scriptures and try to be like the Most High, man. And they can't do it. Okay? And not only that, the technology that they have, it was given from the heavens. These video games, how they're able to come up with these movies, okay, to be able to talk on the phone with somebody who's miles and miles away from you, man. All this technology was from the heavens. All right. I'm here at work. I've been here at work for a minute now, so I'm gonna make this the last scripture. This is Revelations chapter 16 and verse 13. And I saw three unclean. Actually, I'm gonna just get to the point. I was reading 13. Revelation 16. Or Revelations 13, I'm sorry. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So this game, it shows you how everybody has received a mark. Some people had chips in their neck. Some people had chips in their forehead, below their eyes. Some people had chips in their wrists. Okay, regardless, it was a society full of people who took the mark of the beast. And this society also had enforced police. It was just a world, a futuristic world of robotic humans. Okay, transhumanism, man. The bark of the beast, technology. All right. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause. Verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And if I'm not mistaken, this game doesn't have any US dollars. It doesn't have paper money. I believe everything is digitalized, but I could be wrong. But just looking at it so far, that's what it's looking like. Like, imagine a person in this world, if this world actually existed, okay, which is Esau's dream. If you came up trying to use U.S. currency, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Or some kind of credit card, they're going to look at you like you're crazy, man. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to go on ahead and close this lesson now. I got to get inside to this this slavery or whatnot, slavery within slavery. So Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Again, Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Shalom.